what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive.
Sir Walter Scott said that.
Oh, how much easier to weave that web than to deal with the mess of untangling it.
Who said that?
I did.
When Sheila decides to come clean of her deceptions and confess her licentious affair to her lover's wife, she finds out just how tangled a web can become.
And just how confusing family names can be.
Family Names by Edna Palmer.
I'm looking for Marie Saluzzo.
Yes.
Yes. Are you Marie Saluzzo?
Correct for 10 points.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to have a word with you. Is that okay?
You don't see me bolting out the door, do you?
Okay. Well, I don't know where to begin.
Well, I'll be here when you figure it out.
Look, this isn't easy for me. I want to say the right thing. Maybe I don't even have a right to be here. I just felt like I had to confront you and I don't know exactly. I just couldn't take it anymore. I had to meet you and tell you my side of it and find out where you stand. Maybe it would be easier this way. Is there anything you'd like to ask me?
One thing, maybe.
Anything. I'll tell you anything.
Who are you?
What? Oh. Well, I'm Sheila. Sheila O'Keefe. Does my name mean anything to you?
No, I can't say that it does.
Well, Look, I've just got to say this, and I hope I don't sound frantic or cold, but...
Holiday Hardware, hold on. Joe and Bathroom Fixtures, you have a call on line 5. Go on.
Okay, well, you should know that...
Hold on. Holiday Hardware, hold please. Pesticides, call on line 2.
Listen to me, please.
All right, already, I'm listening.
I'm in love with your husband. We've been having an affair for 6 months, and we're in love. Yes, I'm the other woman. I know you must be quite shocked to hear this.
Yes, quite shocked, especially since I'm not married.
What? You're not... But... Aren't you Marie Saluzzo?
Yes,
Don't you have a husband named Joe?
not to my knowledge.
Isn't this Holiday Hardware?
Yes, it is.
And you're Marie Saluzzo.
Yes, I am.
Then how come you don't have a husband named Joe?
Is this a trick question?
If your name is Marie Saluzzo and you work here at Holiday Hardware, then you must be married to a man named Joe.
Funny, they never mentioned that when I was hired.
You're telling the truth, aren't you?
About what?
You don't have a husband named Joe Saluzzo.
No,
You don't?
I have a brother named Joe Saluzzo.
Oh, what?
A brother.
A brother? I don't understand.
We have the same parents.
I know what a brother is.
Then what part don't you understand?
Just let me get this straight. Joe Saluzzo is your brother.
He's my brother.
You're not married to him?
This isn't Mississippi, you know.
No good liar.
Fine, don't believe me.
I believe you. Your brother is a no good liar.
My brother is no liar.
He told me you were his wife.
My brother would never say that.
He most certainly did.
He told you he was married to his sister.
Yes! I say he was married to his sister.
That's the truth.
What's the truth?
He's not married to his sister?
No, he told me he had a wife named Marie and that she works here.
So he didn't lie.
But you're his sister.
That's true.
So he lied.
What did he lie about?
He said he had a wife named Marie and she works here.
That's true.
What's true?
He has and she does.
Who has and who does?
He has a wife named Marie and she works here.
You just said you're his sister.
I am.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that you are Marie Saluzzo and you have a brother named Joe and he has a wife named Marie Saluzzo? In other words, there are two Marie Saluzzos and the other one is your sister-in-law and you both work here?
You're quick.
Oh, God. Oh, I feel like I just made a fool of myself.
You did.
I'm really embarrassed. And I'm really sorry, too. I am. I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize to me.
I feel like I owe you an apology.
I feel like you owe my sister-in-law an apology.
So, is your sister-in-law here?
Which one?
Marie Saluzzo.
She's here.
Where could I find her?
On the floor.
The floor?
The floor of the store.
Oh, the floor of the store. Like she works in the store? Out on the sales floor.
You're really catching on now.
I guess I should go find her.
I wouldn't if I were you.
I've come this far. I might as well talk to her.
Suit yourself.
What department does she work in?
She works at the sharpening counter.
The sharpening counter?
The sharpening counter.
Fine. The sharpening counter. What does she sharpen?
Blades.
Like knife blades?
Like, sometimes, but mostly like chainsaw blades. Holiday Hardware, hold please. Marine Paint, take the call on line 6.
I thought she worked at the sharpening counter.
Different Marie.
Oh, 3 Maries. That must be confusing for you.
Not at all. I know which one I am.
I have no right to ask you, but what do you think?
Holiday Hardware, hold please. Joe Saluzzo, take the call on line 5.
Joe is here?
Joe and Lumber, my cousin. Holiday Hardware, hold on. Joe and Lawn and Garden, the Petunia Man is on line 6. Now what did you say?
What do you think I should do?
Date single men?
Very gentleman.
You're asking my advice.
You're right. I'm sorry. I have no right to be indignant. I just hate to feel like an adulteress. It sounds so awful.
It sounds better than homewrecker or conniving slut or man-stealing bitch or...
Fine. Adulteress sounds better. Would you do something for me, please? I absolutely have to talk to your sister-in-law.
Marie and chainsaws?
Yes, Marie and chainsaws. I have to do this, and I have to do it now. Do you think you could call her in here to the office so she and I could step outside and talk in private?
Holiday Hardware, hold on. Marie and Paint, there's a delivery for you on the back dock. Marie and Chainsaws, there's an adulteress here to see you.
You didn't have to do that! Forget it, I'm leaving.
Cancel the adulteress.
This was a stupid idea anyway. I can't believe I did this. Tell your sister-in-law whatever you want. And tell your brother? No. I'll tell him myself. I'm going to do what I should have done in the first place. I'm going right over to the bakery and I'm going to tell him what he is, right in front of all of his customers.
What bakery?
His bakery. No. Don't tell me. Your brother doesn't own a bakery.
My brother repairs air conditioners. But I have an uncle who owns a bakery, and his name is
Joe Saluzzo. Fine. Fine. Well, you tell Marie in Chainsaws and Joe in Lumber and Marie in Paint and Joe, your brother who repairs air conditioners, that I'm really sorry for all the trouble. And if you see Marie, the baker's wife, you can tell her that he's all hers.
He's not married.